You have reached Wrestlers on ThunderCats Review. I'm your man, Steele, and today I have a very special review for you because I'll be reviewing from the Masters of the Universe ThunderCats crossover, Skell-Ra. Masters of the Universe crossover ThunderCats. But before I get to the actual review, I just want to go over some of the spectacular details on this packaging. Up front here, typical illustration with the figure, and all the accessories inside. On the top flap here, you have the Masters of the Universe logo. Over here, you have a crossover symbol, and below that, you have the ThunderCats logo. Down near the bottom, it says Skell-Ra, the ever-living evil of Eternia. In the corner here, the Mattel emblem. Down the side of the packaging here, you have a beautiful profile shot of Skeletor, and below that you have the Masters of the Universe logo. The other side of the packaging here, this time you have the profile shot of Mumm-Ra, and below that you have the ThunderCats logo. On the back of the packaging here, on the very top it says, Skeletor discovered the mysterious black pyramids on Eternia. Now, with the strength of Mumm-Ra granted to him by the ancient spirits of evil, Skell-Ra, the ever-living, comes after the power of Grayskull, and he is more dangerous than ever before. Now here's a beautiful illustration of Mumm-Ra combining with Skeletor to form Skell-Ra. Then over here, the yellow starburst that reads, includes 2 character cards. Then over here says, Skell-Ra, the ever-living evil of Eternia. Then over here have all the figures' features. Over here it says, replace head to turn Skell-Ra into Mumm-Ra. Then over here it says, reversible cape. And finally over here it says, place Sword of Plundar in hand. Then we have a cross of all the other available figures. In the corner here, the Mattel emblem, and next to that it says, empowering generations through play. Masters of the Universe Origins crossover ThunderCats Skell-Ra. Skell-Ra was released July 2025 with the suggested retail price of $29.95 and is available exclusively at Walmart. Skell-Ra has 16 points of articulation, and his accessories include a swap-o Mumm-Ra head, Sword of Plundar, a reversible cape, a Mumm-Ra harness, arm wrap, skirt armor, 2 character cards, and instructions. Skell-Ra stands 7 inches tall, and he is meant for fans ages 6 and up. Now they have Skell-Ra on my display table, so we'll go over some of his play features and accessories, but first, I want to talk about the 2 character cards it comes with. The first character card here is the character card of Mumm-Ra. In the corner here, you have the Masters of the Universe ThunderCats crossover logo, and below it says, Mumm-Ra, the ever-living. The ancient spirits of evil granted the demon priest Mumm-Ra the power to rule Third Earth. After Mumm-Ra's defeat at the hands of the ThunderCats, the ancient spirits of evil searched across the universe for a new vessel who would trade power for servitude. The other character card is of Skeletor. Again, you have the Masters of the Universe ThunderCats crossover logo, and below that it says, Skeletor, evil lord of destruction. On Third Eternia, Skeletor discovers a new source of power, the Black Pyramid. Within, the ancient spirits of evil offer him unlimited power, enough to take the power of Grayskull. In return, he would do their bidding as he ruled the universe. I want to go ahead and bring in Skell-Ra, because I want to go over some of his accessories. And the first accessory I want to go over is his reversible cape. And his reversible cape on one side is red, and the other side is purple. And the purple side best represents Skeletor. And what I like to do is I can take the smaller prong right here. You get this big piece right here, that's the bottom. Once you turn Skell-Ra all the way around, he's got 2 portholes on the back. On the top of his cape, he has a little peg. We're going to plug that right into place, just like that. Do that to the other side, take that peg, and plug it right into place just like that. And now you have Skell-Ra armed with his cape. And this is what Skell-Ra looks like. It's a cool crossover, because what it is a combination of both Skeletor and Mumm-Ra. And I did not bring out my origin Skeletor for this review, because this review is pretty long. And at the end of this review, I do want to convert Skell-Ra into Mumm-Ra, because that's the main reason why I bought this figure. But you do have the option in purchasing two of these figures if you want to have both Skell-Ra and Mumm-Ra. We're going to go ahead and go through the process of converting Skell-Ra into Mumm-Ra. And the first step is, you want to take these capes, and you want to untab them from his backpack. And the nice thing about these Masters of the Universe Origin figures is they're all customizable. And I don't think Skell-Ra is really interchangeable with the other figures because he's a little bit bigger. He is 7 inches tall. And the other figures in the lineup is 5.5 inches. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to clip this harness, I'm going to pull it over, and I'm going to go ahead and untab him just like that. I'm going to take a skull and pull that off too. And as you can see, you have the insignia right here, which is really, really cool. Because now you can start seeing pieces of Mumm-Ra come into place. I'm going to go ahead and take Skeletor's skirt right here, or Skell-Ra's skirt, and harness, put it off to the side. I'm going to do the same thing with the skull. Because I'm going to go ahead and bring in the bandage wrap right here. And that's the first step I'm going to do. So I'm going to take that bandage wrap, get this little porthole right here, or a large porthole that goes around his neck. Take this the midsection of the bandage here and you just put it around his waist just like that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and grab the bottom portion of Skell-Ra. And you have the skirt right here. You want to put that right over there just like that. And it's kind of tricky. You got to kind of position them in. The skirt goes around the waist. You get that porthole right there. You get that little peg right there. You want to go ahead and peg Mumm-Ra's waist back into place just like that. And you kind of see parts of Mumm-Ra peek through a little bit. The next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and bring Mumm-Ra's head in. The bottom of Mumm-Ra's head, you have a little porthole right here. Top of his neck right here, you have a ball socket joint. And this is a little hard, and I know that it doesn't pop into place, but it does go into place if you give it a lot of force. And I don't want to break it, but now you have Mumm-Ra's head on the ball socket joint. I hope it stays on. Yeah, it's not really on too well. Might have to try it again. It just takes a lot of force, and I don't want to break the figure, but I do want it to stay kind of stable. Now you got Mumm-Ra's head on. Now hopefully it's in place. I'm not really going to mess with it because I don't think it's on too securely. So I'm going to go flip Mumm-Ra all the way around. Now on the back of this bandage here, you have a couple portholes right here. And you go ahead and take the cape now, but this time, you want the purple side out. You want to take that peg there. You want to peg this right into place. And much like you did earlier on, you kind of make sure that the smaller prongs up on the top of the cape just like that. That to the other side, take the other cape and plug that right into place just like that. Kind of bring it down. And you got Mumm-Ra's cape on. Pretty cool. This Mumm-Ra is fantastic. He's huge. He's a big figure. The next accessory I want to go ahead and bring in is this bandage. And this bandage is a little tricky. It takes a little bit of force to slide it up because this piece right here is a little bit too small for his forearm. So what I found myself doing is really forcing this piece up and sliding it up onto his forearm. It takes a little bit of force, but you can get it on, as you can see. It took me a little bit of time before I discovered I can do that. And now you have Mumm-Ra fully assembled. And this figure is fantastic. I mean, I did follow ThunderCats as a kid. I didn't get into the toy line because I didn't really dig the figures too much. But Mattel went ahead and they purchased LJN's rights because right now you can see a lot of the LJN toys coming out through the Mattel umbrella. And just like, you know, the ThunderCats were brought out by LJN back in the day. LJN also produced the WB figures where you had the big rubber figures that were like hulking figures, and Mattel's also producing those right now. So I'm guessing LJN is a property of Mattel right now, which is really cool because now we can get ThunderCats. But the last accessory I want to bring in is the Sword of Plunder, which is a double-sided sword. I don't really recall this weapon, but it's a weapon that was included with Skell-Ra, and I'm not sure if it's Mumm-Ra's weapon or if it's Skell-Ra's weapon, but I'm going to go ahead and arm Mumm-Ra with this weapon. But this figure is fantastic. There's 16 points of articulation. You have articulation in the ankle, you got articulation in the knee, the hip, the waist, the elbow, wrist, shoulder, neck. This is a fantastic figure, and it's just so detailed. I mean, I was a big ThunderCats fan, and I never ever would have expected ThunderCats to come back as they are right now. And the crossover figures are nice because they're all customizable, and it's so nice because Mattel has so many different interchangeable toy lines where you could interchange them with the Turtles crossover, WWE crossover, the Masters of the Universe Origin figures. There's just so many figures to interchange with, and there's so many options now. But to have a figure that's a crossover figure which you convert over to the original figure is very, very nice because there aren't too many toy lines that sport the ThunderCats property right now, and this is probably my favorite right now. I mean, I've never owned a ThunderCats figure. I mean, I own Lion-O, and this is my second figure from that lineup, but I mean, I'm probably going to display my figure as Mumm-Ra, but I'm going to go ahead and bring in Lion-O. Lion-O looks fantastic next to Mumm-Ra. I mean, as you can see, the scale comparison between the two figures is it's dramatic. I mean, Mumm-Ra is much larger than Lion-O. Lion-O is a 5.5 inch scale, so he's the same scale for all the Masters of the Universe Origin figures. So Mumm-Ra being 7 inches tall, he's a hulking figure, and it's very hard to find other figures that can interchange with him. But nonetheless, it's still so cool that Mattel's able to produce such great quality when it comes to the ThunderCats figures. I'm going to put Lion-O off to the side. This Mumm-Ra is fantastic though, and he is just, I don't know, I can't put into words. He's just one of my favorite figures right now, and I think Mattel's doing some great things with these crossover lines. Or if you guys found any of the information in this review valuable, please like and share this video. Also, if you really enjoy my content, please subscribe to my channel, and while you're there, click the bell to be notified of any future videos. I want to thank you guys for watching Red Steele's Toy Collector Review. I'll check you guys out next time.